Huge thank you to Intel for joining us here at the PGI.S as we now move into our next game. There's only 8 spots remaining. No prize money for these ones, but you gotta qualify for the weekly final. Let's head over to Paper Thin and Toby.
Should I tell Paper Thin that he's muted? I probably should, right?
We are in game number 4. There we are. I'm here. Hi. Sorry about that. I thought I had unmuted it. I didn't click the button hard enough. I guess I gotta... See, this is... Toby, you were wondering why Pentalaw was shooting the ground the other day. It's to make sure that left mouse click is working. Like
that's what it is.
Mine, no. That's totally... I fumbled on that one. No doubt about it. Okay, so we're in the game. K7 is here. K7 to me has always been a bit of an enigma, Toby. I got to cast them throughout all of PCS Asia last year as they qualified for the majority of those events from their region, but they have moments of brilliance. They have games where I'm just like, yes, this is a legit team. They square up against the Korean and Chinese teams and they go toe-to-toe and they win. But that's about 1 out of every 25 games.
Yeah.
They struggle most of the time.
And I think you put it perfectly. And in some tournaments where you get more games of play, that can be rewarding. But in a tournament like this, where you have to go out and deliver when it's your turn to play, as we heard from Hybuck on the desk, they just don't get enough. Like for the amount of games that it feels like, oh, that's a military circle, by the way. We'll talk about that in just a second. And I think that should be a pretty safe rotation forward. From NA on NA action to EU on EU action. Here comes Liquid straight into FaZe Clan. They've already lost AC early. Let's see if this is going to work out for them. Gustav comes in, but he goes down immediately. Fussface jumps out the window, takes down Clip. Great retaliation, great play in return, but here comes James, finds Fuss immediately after. And now there's just one left alive. It's Upa all on his own up against the entirety of Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is a popular compound, as a lot of teams getting forced over into this area, and Mexi going to find the headshot onto Uba over on the coast, and that is going to be FaZe out early. Yeah, Damwon Kia found a plateau to sit on for a while, and LG Divine is kind of coming through the area by the crossroads, going where all the other teams have already gone before. TSG here, Shandian all alone, but he's got Peng and Shia across the way. LG Divine slamming on in. Peng.
They know it's going to try and shift further towards the center, but I wouldn't have assumed to see SDK make that commit out of the compound. Mexi able to find the first, EB finds the second. They knew there was going to be a team wrapping in south around, and they've set up probably 4, and Mexi finds the third. No, he doesn't. Kill Demo takes him down. It's going to fall immediately in return to EB, though, so he is there trying to help him out. It's just Raspo left alive. He's seen teams across the road. Will he go for the drive-by? He will attempt it. He will connect some shots as well, but for now, Raspo able to sail through, make it safe to the other side. As I say that, he's hardcore to go back into the compound, trying to take the fight to them once more. Vehicles all over the place. Raspo still driving. You're going to the blue now, mate. And down he goes. In the end of it, no casualties for Liquid, finding their kill number 7.
And SDK, are they going to push into these 2 for Oath indeed? Luke has been knocked. SDK just feels like they have to go for it. Good volleys into the bottom. Gonna catch Pat Caps there with a bunch of damage, but Purdy's on fire now himself, and he's gonna go down and quickety lickety. It is going to be Oath finishing off SDK.
That Liquid went down earlier. Oh, Liquid, sorry. Wow, I can't talk now. Clip went down earlier in the fight against FaZe Clan. So we'll see now how they hold off. Ragnar will fall down. That's a good nade. Will he get the knock again? Yes, it will. James falls down as the new circle pops.
Yeah, I'd love to see Meta just stomp on top of Team Liquid, knock them out of this, or at least try to, or go down, fighting here. And it's going to be an aim for Wicked, seeing Mexi there. Doesn't catch any damage into it. Had he caught even a 1 or 2 bullets there, he had a pretty good chance to get that knock. If he's going to throw some utility, that's going to send Wicked back into the shack. Smoke's coming down in the front now. Still some frags here. They want to aim those. Really nice one from Silzen to finish off Jeans. Want to aim them a little bit higher up, but Wicked, there you go. That's the knock he's looking for with that Scar. Now Mexi, pin on the back side of this hill, looking behind him, running back, trying to see if he can find some fighting retreat to make on this encroachment by Meta. More smokes being used. There are vehicles back here, so maybe he might be thinking about trying to make an escape on this buggy, trying to survive as a solo to get into the later part of the round. Silzen gets some parting shots on him, but I think he's just going to be able to at least escape the grasp of Meta and be caught out by NAVI.
It's the small things in life, but I'm loving the fact that Meta made that aggressive push. They could just have let him go and go, now you know what, that's fine, we'll leave him over there. But no, let's play aggressive, let's take charge, let's dominate and say, you play according to what we want you to do. They did that in the weekly bottom matches. Oh, Silson is sparking at it again, and they're doing it now. I was waiting and hoping to see them come up with the same amount of aggression, with the same amount of dominance in the way that they play coming into the weekly survival after having good bottom 16 matches. And they did just that. Best of luck. Says hello there, K7. Welcome to the lobby. Now go back and wait for the next game to start. Has just gotten in between them, and there's going to be absolutely nothing that Pat Capson, I believe it's Rillo sitting below, can do to try and hold it off. Now Snaker's been seen. Oh, Roth, you don't want to miss those. You want to get the quick knock because he's over the top. Rillo finds the first one. Rillo is up here trying to help his Balefronts down below. Finds the first reloads. Notes that he has one sitting below. If they don't succeed at this, if Zenith somehow loses this, that will be absolutely treacherous. One flushed instantly. Let's see. Kickstart is down to low HP. Gets taken down as well. Absolute chaos unfolding on the hills up here as one falls. Shinboy falls down in return. Snaker's able to get up here, able to get a knock, but he's going to go down as well. Poonage able to find the knock from above. They're really doing everything they can to stay put here, but here comes the remaining two players from Oath, trying to get back up the hill, trying to get the last two team members left alive.
Yeah, Oath has a pretty good shot, and they're going to take it, and they're going to make it. That is going to be Oath keeping all four members alive.
But now, you didn't want to see it, but here's some Korea on Korea action as all these guys start pushing up the hill. Son Yang is going to be able to find the first one. A card goes down. Hansia falls immediately after a nice double from Son Yang, able to hold off and should put a little bit of a break on the push uphill from Afrika Freaks.
Yeah, they got to be careful here. Does Damwon Kia? Afrika is very, very quick. They will tear you apart in an instant, even with two down. They're very good at keeping things in front of them. Keeping the game in front of them is something that I've always really been impressed with from them. But unfortunately for Meta, they're able to get underneath. But of course, people are going to hear them driving up. And Oath maybe learning their lesson that they can't let people sneak around underneath them. Now, they do get the res, which is very good news for Meta. Back over to this fight with Damwon Kia. They got to be careful because 4AM is looming, and 4AM will 100% send it into the back of this fight. No doubt about it to them. There's a lot of teams outside of the circle that might be fighting here in just a minute, but Xiaolu is going to see Hikari on the side, catching some pretty good damage with those mini taps. Almost there it is. There's the knock onto Akkad. Hikari took a bunch of damage as well, and here's VP Batulins. Ooh, quick knock onto Batulins from Pang. That's actually TSG, not Leviz, from LG Divine. Picking that one up. So Virtus Pro finding themselves kind of between a rock and a hard place.
Let the edge wrapping and vacuuming unfold as we see all these teams trying to wrap their way over towards the east without having to go over the mountain on the top. Virtus Pro trying to do it. Gonna be hard with Oath up on the hilltop, claiming full control of this. They're looking down in their direction. You can see Sparrow has to fall back immediately. They know they have teams below, but they need to deal with Oath before they can push anywhere further forward. Lou, Oath, you let a team through once before. Did they not see him? Lou, shoot! You saw a guy stand up there on his own, caught in the middle of the open, and somehow Rillo's allowed to survive. Once again, Oath living in situations where they shouldn't be. There should be shots coming in all over the place from Lou, from below, trying to help his teammates and staying alive, but up to hold this fire, which ends up costing the team. Now, Yamship does connect one onto Snaker, so a little damage done uphill, but Spiro and Hiruzen are in trouble.
Yeah, it's TSG's really kind of making it difficult for all these teams to properly engage each other. And now, what in the world just happened with Shandion? I don't know, whatever. Hiruzen trying to survive, trying to finish it, connects that last bullet onto the head of Leviz, but it's going to be Pang. TSG continues to wreak havoc over there on the western side of the circle. Oath doing a fantastic job with 10 kills, working their way down the hill. Now things get a little more tricky for them. Meta under pressure. It's Navi this time around, and there's only 2 left for Meta, as Navi's been quiet throughout this one. 4 kills, though, for them. There's another one for Oath, and underneath is still LG Divine. And Oath is... They're going to have a lot of kills, though, Toby. The real question is can they find the win?
Yeah, they need to deal with Divine over here. They need to, if not, then have a really, really good shift go their way if they want to be able to stay alive up on that hillside. They will have to push down at some point, I'm sure, and Divine will be their first fight. Meta in the meantime, Silson trying to stay alive alone down here in the bottom stairs, and now Oath are taking the fight over the top. Rillo able to fight the first. Plenty of kills gone their way already. As you said, Circle's going to go across the street, so they will have to cross at some point. Question is, do they take the fight to Navi and Meta, or do they try to deal with Divine now that they have them down below? Rillo continuing to shoot downhill. hill. They've got a full speed send it. Here comes the vehicles down as well. June trying to back off. Will he get himself into position? I'm not sure if he's going to be able to try to wrap around, maybe get an off angle. Snakers is already down here, trying to hold off, but June, smart off angle, finds the first one, goes down immediately in return though.
Oh no, now it's TSG once again. Getting into this, LG Divine has gone down, but Oath hanging on to their last legs. It is only Balefrost still alive. That's going to be a flush of that grenade. Is good. Oath is gone. The hard work, the dedication to picking up all those kills coming down off of there is going to fall. And now for TSG, it might be all for naught as well. They did all this hard work, being a thorn in the side of so many of these teams, but here comes 4 a.m.
Yep, here they go, full speed forward. Now he tries to wrap forward. There's a snake in the grass, though. Nice instant trade from Bestalog. Should be allowed to get the rest up as well, depending on what Yamsia does from the other side. Let's see. Can never be too cautious. Throws the smoke, tries to make sure there's more space for him to wrap around. Boldian goes down. That's the instant of infantry. They now know they have a little more space to wrap around. And also, they know they have Navi up on that hillside. But 4 a.m. still 4 up. They're going to wrap now. They know they do not want to be caught in the middle. Even though it's just 2 duos, they can really easily become troublesome should they fight them at the exact same time. So wrap around, deal with one side now, to then hopefully be able to make it into 2 separate 2v2 fights instead of the cluster where they would find themselves in the middle. Smart, aggressive play now here coming out from 4 a.m. They're looking around. They're trying to find him. Yamsia finds the first, get the flush as well. Crazy. Immediately there to follow and forever able to find the third. So now 3v2. Just can't get eyes on him though as he wraps below. Forever is the one charged with holding this angle off, but Crazy falls down. Finally, the angle was there and he doesn't take any time to connect. The tap finds the first. 2v2 now.
Ooh, Forever gets a pretty good chunk of damage there into the tab. Besto gonna finish Crazy off. No res going to be available. Now it's all tied up at 2v2. The tab puts the first aid kit in. Back up to 75 health. Doesn't have time to go for the energy drinks or the other things. Forever up over the top, gets the knock. That's one. Can he turn? No, it's Besto. Besto trying to do it. He's gonna do it. Navi is gonna win it in the end over 4 a.m. The 2v3 again going to fall into the hands of Navi. What a play there at the end. What a finish.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last y'all. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck my world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9 and this 9 is never on vacation. Start up that mind.